For months, fans had known that The Marvels was in all likelihood going to be a box office disaster, especially with the state of the Marvel Cinematic Universe. Fans leaving, people not interested in the shows or the movies that they're putting out, massive disappointments across the board, and now we're seeing Marvel Studios make sweeping changes behind the scenes. And with the massive production budget that's already in the realm of $300 million, not even including things like reshoots or post-production, this is something that in all likelihood was going to take at least $800 million at the box office to break even, and that's being conservative. Well, now things are as bad as it can possibly get. The Marvels is breaking records each and every day. Not only did it have the lowest opening weekend box office in history, not just domestically, but also internationally and combined globally, but each and every day, we've seen them set a new record low. The lowest first Monday in MCU history, the lowest first Tuesday, the lowest first Wednesday, and now the lowest first Thursday in MCU history. And there's a chance this thing isn't even number 2 at the box office this week, honestly. With 3 new options in town, audiences ran away from The Marvels, which finished its first full week on Thursday, grossing just $1.2 million at the US box office. Harsh 31% drop from Wednesday. The lowest first Thursday ever for the MCU versus something like Quantumania, which Quantumania is at like 3 times. Its first Thursday is at 3 times what The Marvels was. And let's just keep in mind, Ant-Man and the Wasp was a box office failure. But we might need to come up with a new term for what The Marvels is, because at this point in time, let me refresh, see if they've even updated those numbers. They haven't officially updated that Thursday number yet, but look at this. Monday, 2.3. Tuesday, 3.3, right? Discount Tuesday when a lot of people go to the theaters. 1.7 on Wednesday, and then it dropped to 1.2 million on Thursday. Who knows what the total weekend drop is? In all likelihood, it's going to be very, very fucking bad. But it's not any better overseas either. Look what's happening in China. In China, the MCU started its second weekend getting crushed, dropping to 6th place. You're seeing record lows in various countries all around the world for the Marvels. It's not getting better. It's not going to have a good hold. In fact, even with a miserable opening, it's looking like it's still going to have a miserable fall off as well. At this point, the movie's guaranteed to lose hundreds of millions of dollars. The real question is, how many hundreds of millions of dollars will it lose? Will it lose 200 million? Will it lose 300 million? Only time will tell. But we've already seen all these things happen. The news we're getting this week about casting announcements, directors or writers being hired or fired, about shifting things around, all these panic moves we're kind of seeing, it's all a culmination of 15 years of the MCU, and now they're at their lowest point. We've been warning them about this for literally years. Years we've been talking about this. The mainstream media had their back. They had Disney's back. They had Marvel's back. They had Kevin Feige's back. They didn't want to admit that anything was possibly wrong. Well, here we are. The Marvels, which is a horrific movie. It is a bad movie. There's no doubt about that. But I'm not sure anyone was expecting to be asking the question, could this thing not even get to $250 million? That's where we're at. I would be shocked at this point in time if the Marvels legged out to $250 million at the global box office. Worse than The Flash. Worse than a lot of other flops that we've seen lately. I mean, just compare these first Thursday numbers. Birds of Prey, $1.8 million first Thursday. That thing only got to about $200 million worldwide. Dark Phoenix, 1.5. Even Blue Beetle had a 1.4 million. That movie only got to what, $130 million worldwide? Look at the slowdown we're talking for the Marvels. Not only will this thing not get to 250, it might not get to $200 million with numbers like these. I guess officially we'll have to wait to the weekend to see. We could be looking at the worst drop in MCU history despite having the worst opening in history. This is an all-time disaster that just continues to get worse. Let me know what you guys think about this. Smash a like button, subscribe to the channel, ring the bell for notifications, share this video out there, and I'll talk to you later.